Hello, hello. All right, I gotta give it just a second so it comes up on my screen over here, and then we will be ready to go. So, it is a Monday, it is a Memorial Day, and I have been crafting all day. Yay! All right, let's see if it comes up. There we go. All right, we are good. Hello, hello, everyone. Make sure you comment and give a big thumbs up in the comment section, and then of course right there on the YouTube page. Happy Memorial Day. Well, you really can't say Happy Memorial Day. I guess it's only a good day if you're off work, right? I posted something earlier today, just thanking those that sacrificed their life. I know there's a lot out there. So anyway, so we are going to dive right into our stuff today because, of course, with it being Memorial Day, I will not keep you. The two things I wanted to talk about real quick, hello Angie and Nancy and Kathy, is bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo is next Saturday. I am going to be ordering everything tomorrow morning. First thing to make sure that I have it by Friday. Of course, today everything I get, so I should have everything by Thursday. I'm doing the make and takes a little differently this year, and I'm really excited about them. I think it's going to be great, and there's going to be some extra I guess pieces that you'll get to take home and create yourself. So if you're a scrapbooker, then you have that capability to do some scrapbooking with what we're gonna do as our make and takes as well. So if you're interested in this, there's a link in the description of this video. Make sure you get that done as soon as possible. Bingo is one of those things that in order to order prizes and order the make and take products for you to take, you have to register beforehand. So make sure that you get that done today. The next thing is the starter kit special that ends on Friday. It is a great time to join Stampin' Up. It's always a good time to join Stampin' Up because then you just get to be with crafty people, you know, even more, right? So anyway, starter kit special. I pulled out some products here. So these are right now, the reason it's a little bit of a special thing is that with the start of the catalog, there are 5 new in colors. And so with the starter kit right now, you get all 5 ink pads. So here they are. You also get the pack of the Stampin' Right markers. You get a full pack of the In Color 6x6 Designer Series paper. And then you get a pack of the In Color assorted, I guess is what they would call it, the assorted cardstock. Now I don't have a pack of that, so I just pulled Pretty in Pink full pack. So you would get a full pack of the assorted. So it would have, I think it's 5 sheets, it's probably more than 5 sheets because it's just the in colors and not the family, the color family. So I'm not sure how many would come in it, but anyway, so you'd get a full pack of that. So it's an $82 value, and that value goes away at the end of the week. So if you're interested, there is a link in the description of the video. So feel free to join the Stamping Divas. We are a lively bunch and a fun bunch, in my opinion. So join us. We do lots of things during the month. We have a Facebook group. There's a challenge, there's a swap. There's mystery cards. Some months we do what's called roll the dice. We have a monthly meeting. You get my PDFs of my clubs and that kind of stuff, retreats, things like that I do. You get that. And then also, of course, you get the tutorial that I'm a part of with the demonstrators from around the world. So you get all of that once you join Stampin' Up. It's not an extra incentive to join my team. It is what you get as a bonus once you are a part of our team and in doing all of that. So if you have questions, let me know. But again, last day for that is Friday. So thank you, Kathy, for liking and sharing. I'm going to put you down on the table so we can go ahead and get started. If I can get it to, let's see. Yep. I still haven't quite figured out all of YouTube's new buttons and stuff, but I think I got it. The host code, I decided to stop kind of printing it. My printer is doing something weird. It's not printing colors right. I got new ink cartridges, still not printing right. And it's a fairly new printer, so I don't know what's going on. But there is a host code for today's projects, and so it is in the description of this video. So if you are interested in getting today's make and takes, then feel free to order using that host code. The other thing, this is what we're going to be playing with tonight. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to do one card with it being exactly what the point of this bundle is. When I saw the dies and I saw the the stamp set, there were other things in my mind, more so the dies than anything. There were things that popped in my head that I didn't see pinwheels in. So we're gonna do that, and then I will have one other project at the end of the week. I think I will be around on Thursday night, so I may do another Facebook Live. If not, then it'll be posted on there and of course here on YouTube. So let's dive into our first project, and our first project is going to be using this die right here. Now I did, just so you can see, I did put a traditional pinwheel together. I figured I probably needed to do that. So it was the first thing I did. Now it was, you had to do 2 of these in order to get it to lay flat because of the height, or I guess if you're looking at it like this, the width. If you're looking at it like this, the height. In order for it to lay flat like this, in order for me to kind of put the pinwheel together. But you could add some straws to the end of it and stick them in like a little container and put them in the center of your table, or for decorations for a party or whatever. So it was a lot of fun to create this. And to put this together, I just used liquid glue. And then I stuck some blocks on top to let it dry. So before I put the very, very top part on. So I did actually create a pinwheel. But when I saw this die, pinwheel is not what I thought. Not at all. I actually thought of a fence. I don't know why I thought of a fence, but I thought of a wood fence. So we're going to create this card using that to create a fence in the background. So we're going to use several things on this that are kind of from all over, which is not what I typically do, but I really wanted to use it as a fence. So we're also going to use Garden Meadow. We're actually going to use the bundle for that because we're going to stamp the birds and then we're going to cut them out. Then we are going to use a Forever Forest to create our trees in the background, and Sending Love, I needed the grass die. So let's put it all together. Thank you, Angie. Oh, the blog post will be up as soon as I get done here. I just need to finish uploading the pictures. That was taking a little longer than usual. So, and I was kind of relaxing this morning instead of doing what I needed to do with the blog post. So anyway, so it put me a little behind, but that is okay. But it will go up so you can have all your measurements and all that good stuff. Okay, so I folded the card base. We're going to take another piece of basic white. And this is, just so you do know, it's cut a little smaller than normal. Kind of my new normal though, so that we can have that additional wood in the background. All right, so I'm going to grab in some grid paper. We're going to grab some green apple green after I throw everything across the table. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, this one, I'm going to say 2 of the cards are definitely outside of the box. Way outside the box. And not my normal, because, you know, I do try to kind of stick to the what the stamp set is, but not on this one. All right, so we're going to stamp it. Okay, and then because it's going to have that little crease there in the middle, we're going to ink it up again. And then we're just going to stamp it off, and then we're going to come up and we're going to stamp it again. Okay. And then we are going to set that aside for just a second. I'm going to move this. We're going to take our sentiment and we're going to stamp it right up here in the corner. And make sure I get it straight on this. And this is from the Garden Meadow as well. So it's that sentiment right there. And when you stamp this sentiment, you want to focus on the everyday being straight and not the fresh start, because otherwise it will be crooked. All right, I did go ahead and stamp the birds just so you didn't have to watch me do that. And I cut them out. So we'll color these really quick. And we're going to do boho blue. And I'm not being particular about it at all. I'm just coloring on one color because they are so small. So I felt like that was a-okay. Usually I would color birds multiple colors, give them a different colored belly, that kind of stuff, but not for these. All right, so then we're going to do soft seafoam. We'll do there. We'll do the big one, soft seafoam this time. And then, now on the sample, I did cut off one of the birds, but I think I'm going to keep it on this one. I think I'm going to do 6 birds instead of 5. All right, and then last but not least, we're going to do pebbled path. And then that makes our birds all different colors. Okay, so then we've got that. And now we're going to start building up our card base. So we've got our fence. Now you can do it 2 ways. You can do it with the rounded top, or you can do it with the pokey top. I did it with the pokey top because it reminds me of like a picket fence. So we're going to adhere this right about here. So we're going to flip it over. We're going to put some seal on the back of it. And then we're just going to lay it down right about here. Let's see if I can get it on the score lines of it. So there are actual score lines. That's what the slits in it do. So I tried to get it so that that score line would be there, and then we can trim that off. And then same on this side. Didn't quite get it, but close enough. All right, so then we're gonna trim it off. I'm just gonna put it on my cutter here. I'm gonna flip it over. And there we go. All right, so now we're gonna put our grass on. So we're gonna put our grass down, and so we've got 2 pieces of grass. I don't want them to line up perfectly. So this one I'm gonna start on this edge here. And I might move that down some too. Maybe not. And then this one is going to start on that side so that they're not even. All right, so let's put adhesive on the back. We are just going to line it up with the bottom. And there is Maggie. She's coming to say hello. Hey, baby. All right, I'm going to go ahead and trim this side off just so it doesn't stick to my table. And then we're going to do the other one. So let's put some seal on the back of it. And then we're going to start from the opposite side. And you'll notice I didn't really put glue on the actual grass pieces that stick up. And that's because we're going to tuck those birds up underneath so that you don't notice the little ground that they're sitting on. All right, so we got that. And there we go. I have a little bit more grass and a little less fence, but we're good with that. So we're going to take this one right here. We're going to put seal on the back of it. We're going to tuck this one in behind our little fence, like right there. Then we're going to take our other one. We're going to tuck it up underneath this grass here. Right to there. Ta-da! All right, then we're going to attach this to our card front here. I'm going to use liquid glue just to make it easy and stackable. Oh, thank you, Verna. You know, when I saw it, even when I saw it in the catalog, that's all I could think of when I saw it was a fence. And maybe it's because we had a die very similar to it years ago that was a fence. Maybe that's why. I don't know. All right, so then we'll get that down there. Make sure it's all straight. Stack it like a stack of papers. Gonna give it a good crease again. There we go. Then this is gonna get popped up. So we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back. And we're gonna put our normal on the back 6. I'll grab one more. And then last but not least, we'll need to put our ribbon on. And I wanted this to kind of be one that you could send as a masculine card if you wanted to, you know, just for an encouragement card. So, but I wanted to put some kind of ribbon on it. So I figured the best thing was the baker's twine, and then this is crumb cake. So we're gonna do a crumb cake bow, but the bow is gonna slide into the corner here. So then it kind of takes away it like being a bow. So then you can have it as a masculine card. All right. So then we're gonna tie that bow. I don't think I need that much. All right. And yeah, this is the hard part. It's the part I have to concentrate on when it comes to twine. All right, because it always twists for me. Okay, so we're gonna just go with that. I'm not gonna fuss over it too much. And then we're gonna take it to trim off the ends. If I have some scissors. Like that. And then we're gonna take it, and I'm just taking my nails and I'm sliding it up right up underneath that corner there. So then it really just kind of gives it some ribbon. Now, if you want to, you can pull it down some so that the knot is showing up underneath as well. So then that kind of makes it so that it's hiding there in the background. So there we go. There is card number 1. Oh, good, Deb. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right. Okay, so then card number 2 doesn't make a pinwheel either. But when I saw, let me see, where did I just put those dies at? When I saw this die here, all I could think of was a flower. So we're going to create a flower. So here is our next card. When I said I stepped outside the box, I really did. I actually was very proud of myself on these. Very different than my normal. All right, so I have cut all the pieces again to this, but just so you know, we are going to use the Hope You Know stamp set for the Hello Friend. We are using the Nested Essential dies. And then for our leaves and our stem, we are using the Sentimental Park dies. So again, using way more than I normally use, but I think it works. I think it works. Okay. Oh, and then I used the Painted Textured 3D embossing folder, and this is in the online store. So it is still current, and you can find it there. You won't be able to find it in the catalog anymore, but it will definitely be in the online store. Don't know for how long, but it'll be there, at least today. Yes, yes, flat flowers. Okay, Lori, have a great supper. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I think the last one is my favorite one because it's bright, but I have to say that I really enjoyed doing this one too. It made me really think to pull in the pieces. All right, so we have a piece for the inside, so we'll just stick that there for now. Then we are going to take our pieces here. We're going to take our white ones. We're going to grab some glue dots. We're going to stick a glue dot in the center. And then we're going to attach it. Now, when we attach it, I'm going to see if I can zoom you in just a bit. Okay. All right, so when you attach it, we're going to put 3 together. So you don't want to automatically do it like this where it fills in those blanks all the way around. You want to actually take it and offset it just slightly from the original so that you still have a small gap in those flowers, okay? Then you're going to put a glue dot on this one. Let me see, I'm going to make sure I'm here in the center. And then you're going to take and put this one there where the rest of them, where the rest of the holes are. And I probably should have done it the opposite way on top, but that's okay. So we're going to stick those right there. Okay. Now, I wanted it to kind of look like a little daisy, so, which is what I kind of thought when I saw it. So I'm just going to take my yellow, and you really don't have to do the center, but I did it. Then we're going to take and just spread it out. And you don't want this part to be perfect. You just want it to kind of be there. So some can be smaller and some can be longer because no flower is perfect, right? Okay, so then we can set that one aside. Now we're going to do this one, and we're going to put a glue dot on this one. And we're going to set it down, and again, we're going to off-center it some, but we don't want it to fit perfectly in between each of the leaves, like it just did there. Let's see if I can make it work today. Okay. There we go. All right, then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a glue dot on the back of this one. Then this is going to fill in the remainder of the holes. Maybe. Let's see if we can do it. All right, there we go. Okay, now I cut out 2 of the circles from the Round We Go, so the little small one here. We're gonna put some actually, you know what? I've got adhesive on the back of it. I forgot. And we're gonna stick that one in the center. Then we're gonna do the same thing to this one. And I think in my opinion, I felt like having the little extra outside of it made it feel a little bit more real. Yes, Carrie, a clean and simple card, which, you know, I like. I like the simple ones. Okay, so then we're going to take actually, let's do our stamping real quick. Let's take our basic black. We're going to do Hello Friend. Let's see if we can get it straight. I think that's pretty good. And we're going to, before we put that on, we're going to put on our flowers. So with our flowers, yes, Angie, it is. So it is Lemon Lolly, and then it's Daffodil Delight, because I felt like that gave it some extra definition with the flower. So, and because we added the yellow with the white, I felt like it would kind of make it all go together a little better. So, all right, so we're gonna take this. So I cut it out twice. I put sticky sheet on the back, but we don't want the whole big tall part. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim off up here at the top, but we're gonna trim off right about there, okay? Then we'll take off the adhesive backing. Maybe, if it'll come off, there we go. And then we're gonna stick it here. Now, if you notice, it's kind of curved, but we're gonna try to straighten it out just a little bit because I don't want it too curved. So we're gonna straighten out the bottom, and then I'm okay with that kind of being curved that way. And then we're gonna pop up this one, and I'm just gonna kind of separate the leaves out just a little bit, so it kind of gives it a little bit of definition. We'll flip that over. We're gonna grab a dimensional, here we go. We'll stick that in the center as I flatten it back out. And then we're gonna stick it here, okay? This one, we're gonna use the top part, and we're gonna cut right here. And then we'll take off the backing, and then we're gonna stick it here, and we're gonna straighten it up just a touch again. This is gonna go flat, so we're gonna put some adhesive on the back. I'm gonna put like a little plus sign on it, and then kind of put those pieces up, and then we're gonna tuck it up a little bit under the white one. And ta-da, there we go. Now we're gonna take our linen thread. I might need to zoom back out a little bit. Okay, I don't wanna cut it off because I'm used to having the bigger area. All right, so we're gonna take some linen thread, and this must be my one that was all crazy. Yes, it is. All right, hold on. I got all messed up in a class, and I thought we had fixed it, but apparently not. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna wrap this around, and then we're gonna tie a bow. we're going to tie that bow over here to the very, very edge. All right. Trim off the ends like that. And then pop. That's right, Kathy, pop. It's all got to pop. All right, then we're going to adhere this, and so we are going to use the edge of our dimensionals. We're going to do one for the top, one for the bottom. And this will straddle over the ribbon so that your sentiment doesn't rock up and down. We'll stick that there. Okay, and then we'll flip this over, add a bunch of dimensionals to the back. And one more. All right, this will go right here on the front. Then we'll adhere this piece to the inside. Down it goes. And ta-da, then there we go. Now we have a flower card using our pinwheel. So, okay, so that was card number 2. Now, card number 3 creates a pinwheel. It does. All right, let me move some of this out of the way. All right. And I feel like, you know, when you create pinwheels, it's kind of one of those things that it reminds me of fireworks, in all honesty. So we're going to do some stamping. We're going to do some stamping off. So this one takes just a touch longer, but not too much longer. All right, and then we're also going to use Love This Moment because I really wanted a big scripty happy. So we're going to use that. And I'm going to stick that there. And then we're actually going to put some embellishments on this one too. All right. Let me move some of this stuff out. I'm going to change this one up just a touch because I think instead of laying that flat, I'm going to pop that bottom piece up, which I think will make it look better. I feel like it's kind of flat at the moment. So we'll see which one we like at the end. I'll let y'all vote. Thank you, Carrie. I also, when I picked the colors for this one, I kind of wanted some more masculine colors. I didn't want it to be real feminine. Because then you could send this to a male for his birthday as well. And even though it's pinwheels, which is kind of, I mean, that's across the board for female and male. So it can make it a good masculine card. So you could change up the colors to make it even more, you know, like you could do, well, you could do the smoky slate in it and all that stuff. So anyway, okay, let me grab my grid paper because we're definitely going to need that. And I keep pulling out like 10 pieces of grid paper. Oh, yeah. All right. So, and this is going to be, our first is going to be the happy. So we're going to stamp the happy birthday first so that we make sure that we put it all into the right place. Okay? Oh, Deb, yes, I didn't even think about that. It could be a very kid-friendly card too. Yes. All right, we are going to stamp the happy birthday in Pebbled Path. I felt that was a little not as harsh as doing black because originally I did Memento Black, but then I changed it to doing the Pebbled Path because of the smoky slate here, and I just felt like it wasn't as harsh. So we'll ink up the happy, and then we're going to stamp it down here And then I need some more room. I'm running out of space to put the stamps. All right, then we're gonna do birthday. Now, the birthday is from the Happy Birthday stamp in our Pinwheel Around We Go stamp set. So we are going to take our mint tape. Oop. And we're gonna stick it over the happiest. Then we're going to ink it up with our Pebbled Path. Take off the dirty piece. I'm going to stick that actually in the big trash can so I don't stick my finger in it later. And then we're going to put birthday down here. Now again, this is not going to be straight because of the font. So you want to make sure that you get birthday straight with the bottom of your cardstock and not from the happy. Just FYI. Okay, so that's all of our Pebbled Path right there. Then we are going to take, not that one, I need the other one. This one, no, actually we are going to start with this one. This one and Azure Afternoon. We're going to ink it up and then we're going to stamp it. Okay, now I'm giving it a good press down onto the cardstock. So if you notice if you went to go do it a second time, that is really, really light. So what my suggestion is, in order to have it like this, is to take it, ink it up again, and then lightly stamp it off. So literally you're just gonna go down and up. That's it. You're not gonna like hold the pressure down or anything like that. Then you're gonna take the center here and line it up, and then you're going to make sure that your inked up parts are gonna be all in line with your vacant pieces there. And I'm probably gonna have to put my head over just to make sure I'm there. And if it is off some, it's okay. I was off a little bit on this one, you can see right there, but it's not so bad that you really notice it just looking at it. So there you go. So that's it. Then we're gonna do Lemon Lime Twist. We're gonna do it the same way. And we're gonna ink it up the big one. Stick that one there. Okay, and then we're gonna ink it up, we're gonna stamp it off, and then we're gonna line it up and do the same thing. We're gonna make sure it is in the center parts, and I have to concentrate on this. Okay, hold on. Let me move it down some. All right, let's see if I can get over it now. All right, let's see. Did we get it? Did we get it? Oh, I got it. Yay. It's off just slightly there, but it's good. I'm happy with that. Okay, then we are going to take Smoky Slate. We're going to take what I'm calling the little stars here. And we're gonna kind of add in some, and you know what? You could even stamp off some if you wanted. And we'll stamp off on that one too. Okay, I think I actually kind of like that with the stamped off. Okay, and then we're gonna take, so these are from the dies. This, I put adhesive sheets on the back so it would be easier to attach. So we'll take this part off, and then you're just gonna stick it right there in the center, like that. We're gonna flip that over, we're gonna pop it up. I'm adding 4 just because that's me. Then we're gonna stick it right here. we are gonna flip this piece over. And then we'll pop this up on our card base. Oops. Eek. And I think, you know, I love dimension, and so I was trying not to make it two-dimensional for mailing purposes, but I really think it'll look better popped up. Everything always looks better popped up. So then we'll stick it here. And I do think I like it popped up. So last but not least, the last things we're gonna do is we're gonna add our embellishments, and then we're also gonna add these two pieces to the center. Now, we did lemon lime twist for this. So I pulled in granny apple green for the cardstock to put in the center. This was azure afternoon, so we're gonna do blueberry bushel for the center. I'm gonna grab some liquid glue. Yes, see, Nancy, sparkles, yes. Okay, so that's exactly what I was thinking. So this would be a great, like, firework card. So we might have to do a 4th of July card using it. All right, so that's just gonna go in the center. We're gonna put some adhesive here and then stick that in the center. Okay. All right. So now it just means I need to come up with the card, right? Oh, here they are. Okay, so then let's add our embellishments. Now you have to buy this. Oh, yay, Kathy. I'm so glad I tempted you. You know, it really is a cute set, and I think there is a lot more that you can do with it too. And I'm gonna have one more card for you this week, and I'm gonna show it to you in just a minute. All right, so we're gonna stick one there, one in the center. Now I'm putting big ones in the center. These are the adhesive back metallic gems. I really like these. They're really pretty. So we're gonna stick the big ones in the center because I think they deserve big ones. Okay, and then we'll do one more big one here, right there. And then we'll do a small one up here and a small one right here. Okay. Yep, I think I definitely like the popped up one better. I think it gives it a little bit more dimension, which is always great. Always. I was just thinking the same thing. It didn't appeal to me when I saw it. Yeah, you know, well, and the only reason I think I got it, the only reason it appealed to me was because I have created pinwheels before that I really enjoy making for parties. So I was thinking ahead to, like, next retreat, I could do some table decorations with the pinwheel. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I probably won't, because it takes a whole bunch of these. You know, it takes 2 minimum just to make a small one. And I would be at that for days. I might have to hire someone to come help me make a whole bunch of them. But that was the whole reason it appealed to me in the first place, was because of the pinwheel. But then when I kept looking at it, all I could see were all the other things you could create with it. So, all right, so that's the last card. Let's put the pretty one on the top. And then you've got this one and you've got that one. And here is the card that will come out later this week. It's another happy birthday one. And it uses the polka dot from the stamp set. So when I saw the polka dots, of course, they're meant to go in the center, but all I could think is a polka dotted background, that would be fun. So you'll see a video, and there will be a blog post with an actual full-on tutorial for this one later this week. Okay? All right, everyone. If you have any questions, let me know. The blog post will go up in a little while so you can have all the measurements for these cards and the products that are being used. And I will see you later this week. Bye, everyone.